Thank you very much. Welcome, welcome, welcome to The Tonight Show. You're here. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for watching at home. Well, guys, everyone is talking about this. Today it was announced that President Trump is launching his own smartphone and wireless service called Trump Mobile. Yeah. A lot of words come to mind when you think of Trump, but mobile isn't really one of them. That's not the first thing that comes to mind. Trump was like, it's called Trump Mobile, but for short, I'm calling it T-Mobile. And meanwhile, Boost Mobile heard and was like, hey, we're no longer the worst wireless company. So that's good. The new Trump phone is going to take some getting used to, though. If you think green texts are annoying, wait until you start seeing them in red. There you go, yeah. Also, instead of Siri, when you ask a question, Trump's voice just says, we're looking into that very strongly. We're looking into it very strongly, just today. John, you saw, look, do you want to say something, John? So if you're keeping track, Trump sells hats, watches, cologne, and now cell phones. Yeah, he's one loopy airplane away from being every mall kiosk rolled into one. It's like, there you go. Let me go around your little brother. Here we go, if you want to. But Trump's new wireless service has a good slogan. I can hear you now. And I think it's going to work. I think it'll do well. It's the perfect phone to call your friends and be like, yeah, I'm at the parade. There's no one here. Yeah, that's right. Over the weekend, Trump held his giant military parade in Washington, and the atmosphere was electric. Watch this. If that tank were a cart at a grocery store, you would put it back. You know, yeah. I can't take it. God forbid that tank is needed in battle. The commander would be like, engage the enemy, but first, let me get that WD-40. Let me just want to get that wheel. Where's the red straw? Okay. But seriously, it looked like even Trump was bored by his own parade. Watch this. Oh. You know it's bad when the person who looks most happy to be there is Melania. You know, that's Trump was dozing off at his parade, yeah. If it wasn't for the squeaky tank, he would have been in REM sleep by now. You know, and get this, the White House is now claiming that over 250,000 people attended the parade. Yeah, it was an estimate, give or take 250,000. Well, there was a lot going on this weekend between Trump's military parade and the No Kings protests across the country. Americans on both sides of the aisle are saying that we're at a national inflection point. Here with more on this is our political correspondent, Will Sedman. Will?
Jimmy. You know, Jimmy, I'm standing right here on the spot where it all happened. Here's where the Trump parade rubbed right up against the No Kings protest. Our country is absolutely at a major inflection point.
Is that why you're talking like that?
Not sure what you mean. I'm just talking like a reporter.
Okay, let's just hear what else you have to say.
Okay. Jimmy, here in D.C. and across the country, events are threading themselves together at the exact same time, causing many to say the U.S. is at its most critical inflection point.
Would you please stop using inflection to make a point?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do, because it's obvious.
I really don't, but I'm open to learning.
Your voice goes way up, and then you drop it back down.
I don't know what you did right there, but it sure sounds good.
What a nice thing to say, but I think we're done.
Reporting to you live, Will Sedman.
Thank you, Vin. All right. Well, some more political news today. Trump attended the G7 summit in Canada. Things got off to a rough start when Trump said, I'm so happy to be in the great state of Canada. I saw that this year the G7 summit is being held in the Canadian Rockies in an area called Kananaskis. Yep, Kananaskis. It's a beautiful place. Let's hear about what Trump had to say about it.
It's me, President Trump, and I can't wait for our important summit here in gorgeous, can I suck this? I'm sure my fellow world leaders and I will get a lot done here in Kansas as a kiss ass. So I want to thank the Prime Minister for having me and Carol Baskin on skis, because there really is no place on earth quite like Katniss Everdeen's penis. I can't wait to come back and visit chameleons. Wait, it's in Canada? Get me out of here.
There you go. Yeah, the parade, the G7 summit. Trump's been pretty busy lately. His schedule is always packed, and it's a lot to take in, but I'll catch you up right now. Here we go. Saturday, birthday. Sunday, flight. Monday, meetings. Tuesday, taco night. Wednesday, think about parade. Kind of sad that no one came. Can't admit that it was lacking. Go see How to Train Your Dragon. China tariffs slashing two by Labubu off Temu. Friday, time to call up Boo and tell him I miss you. Work then golf then meet a lot. RFK's here, measles shot. Work then golf then write a speech. Shout out to ChatGPT. Work golf 10 speech, lot of words. Call up Harvard, call them nerds. Golf 10, fall down feeling drained. I'll get some sleep at my next parade. That's how you do it. I hope that helped. Well, finally, before we move on, I'd like to take a moment to thank some of our sponsors for tonight's show. They don't always fit in commercial breaks, and we want to make sure that we mention all of them. It's time for Tonight Show sponsors. Here we go.
Tonight Show sponsors.
Here's our first one. Peloton. Seemed like a good idea during the pandemic. Baked Lays. You're going to want to lubricate these things somehow. Taco Bell. You don't have to be drunk, but like... Big Lots. Like if a giant picked up a target and shook it like a game of Boggle. Grape Nuts, because breakfast should hurt. And finally, Funyuns. There aren't enough Listerine strips in the world to save you now. That's all for tonight's show sponsors. We have a great show. He stars in the new movie F1. Javier Bardem is here. From The White Lotus and The Gilded Age, Carrie Coon is joining us. And we have stand-up from the very funny John Crist. Stick around. We'll be right back with Javier Bardem. Come on back.